Well, greetings from Luray, Virginia.
It is a chilly 50-degree morning. It feels so good. It's a little bit breezy, so I bet our wind chill is in the 40s. Matter of fact, I think our watches are saying it's actually 48. We are heading into Shenandoah National Park to do some hiking. We're gonna go drive a little bit of the Skyline Drive and hopefully find some great hikes to do with Jasper.
Good morning. We're doing good.
Which way were y'all hoping to go today?
We're going south.
Perfect. There's a tree across the road just north of you.
Oh,
So
okay.
South is a good choice.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Skyline Drive is a beautiful road. It's over 100 miles long. It makes it so easy to navigate because the mile markers help identify all of the many pullouts, trailheads, and the 2 visitor centers.
When we entered the park, we headed south from our entrance station on Skyline Drive and headed straight to the Bird Visitor Center so that we could get some hike recommendations from the ranger. We had a really nice ranger that was great in helping us find some nice, short, easy hikes to hike with dogs. And so we are out to explore these short trails in the park.
Our first trail is taking us to the Dark Hollow Falls. Now, normally the Dark Hollow Falls trail is not one you can do with a dog, but the ranger explained to us that if we park over at the Fisher's Gap Overlook, we can take the Rose River Fire Road and get there just the same.
So Eric, do you know what I am loving about our hikes today?
Is it that we're together?
That is a great thing, but not what I'm going for.
Is it that you've got a dog in a national park?
That is also fabulous. But what I'm going for is the fact that we are hiking in coats.
Oh
and
my goodness.
Pants and long sleeves because the temperatures are in the low 40s and it finally feels like fall.
Oh, totally. We even had big old mugs of hot chocolate to start the day.
It was great.
When we were first talking about this trail, I wasn't too sure, knowing it was on a fire road. That didn't sound super appealing.
I agree.
But this is really nice because it's wide. We can walk side by side. There are no other people around. So that's great.
It is. I love it. So if you want to check out Dark Hollow Falls, doing this Rose River Fire Road is definitely the way to go. It's wide, it's easy, you don't have to watch your feet the whole time you're hiking. So it's the only way to see those falls if you have a dog with you. And if you have little kids, I would totally go this route. So definitely a trail worth doing. Our next trail is the Upper Hawksbill Trail. Makes us think of hiking in Arkansas at one of our favorite trails, also called the Hawksbill Trail. And on this one, this is a fairly easy trail that's gonna take us to the highest point in the park. So this is another one that is supposed to be fairly easy, and we're excited to make it out to the lookout.
This is when it's nice to have a dog that might pull you uphill a little bit. We have 520 feet of elevation gain on this trail.
summit.
You can see over 100 miles. I just love these shorter trails with a big payoff. Now this did have enough elevation gain that it was a little bit of a huffer and puffer along the way, but not too bad, not very long of a trail, and the payoff at the top is awesome. They have a little rock house hut where you can get out of the wind, and then they have a stone crow's nest area where you have amazing views of the valley.
Like everything so far in this national park, this trail is really well marked. You're gonna find blue blazes to let you know which way to go on the trail. And they have these really cool stone pylons that have a metal band around it that tell you the directions to go to different trails. This has been a great trail, another one that we definitely recommend for dog friendly and fairly easy and fairly short. We just drove to the Skyline area of the national park, and we are getting ready to hike the Miller's Head Trail that is going to take us to an observation point that's supposed to have a spectacular view, and it's the site of an old fire tower. This is supposed to be about 0.8 out and then of course 0.8 back. It is labeled on the map as easiest, but we just talked to some folks in the parking lot that said they would definitely call it moderate, that it's very rocky and kind of goes up and down. So we might be in for a little bit more of a workout on this trail.
This is the first single track that we've been on in a while. Most of the trails so far in the national park have been wide enough that you can walk side by side or pass oncoming hikers with ease. Behind me is the Bushy Top observation point.
Even though this is a nice short trail, it is very rocky. This is the first time on the trails we've done that I wish I had my hiking poles that I almost always take with me no matter what. But because this was easy, I didn't think anything about it, but really rocky. If you've got poles and you need that stabilization, bring them with you.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna love it. Woo, what a view.
So you're hiking this whole trail. It's kind of rocky, it's single track, and I can tell when we go back out, it is gonna be a pain because you're going down the whole time. But the payoff is worth it. You have, I don't know, what do you think? 270-degree view?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
We have had this whole trail to ourselves, and how special is it to enjoy this point with no one else around at a national park? That's one of the things that's awesome about Shenandoah. There are so many trails that spreads the people out, and to come here during the week is definitely the way to go.
Definitely. Now, one more hike to finish our day. You can't come to Shenandoah National Park without hiking at least a little bit of the Appalachian Trail. So we are getting ready to take the Meadow Spring Trail about a half mile up to connect on and hike just a little bit of the Appalachian Trail.
Once again, up, up, up. This trail has 830 feet of elevation gain.
Who needs a stair stepper when you can go hiking?
Do you say Appalachian or Appalachian? We've always grown up saying Appalachian, and that still feels right to us. But apparently the locals here, at least many of them, pronounce it Appalachian. At about 4/10 of a mile, you come across the ruins of this old chimney, and you can tell this was a house at one point. It always makes you just imagine what this was like at some point, staying in a cabin in the middle of this forest. If you love stairs, this is your trail.
We are finally on the Appalachian Trail. I don't know why that's so cool to me, but it is. Now, all of the trails in the park that are just national park trails are going to have the blue blazes that we saw earlier. Once you're on the Appalachian Trail, you're going to find white blazes. So white blazes, so cool. Appalachian Trail, we're gonna go hike a bit of it. We made it to Mary's Rock Overlook. So that's where kind of the end of our part of our Appalachian Trail experience stops.
This was another great trail, super rocky, lots of uphill, many steps, but
Yes.
well worth it when you get to the top. We've been blessed today with incredible weather, and it's been so wonderful to do these hikes with Jasper in a national park. So we hope you enjoyed it. Get out and explore, because today is an adventure day.